Hello everyone. How are you doing? Um, I'm just checking my mic. Sorry about that. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I just wanted to get on here and chat with you guys for a little bit. Share some messages. Talk about a few things. I will be uploading tomorrow for the week ahead. For the post-election readings that you guys enjoy. But I'm trying new things, so I'm trying to integrate new things slowly but surely. So I wanted to come on here and just chat and talk about what's going on and how we're feeling and how I'm feeling and things like that. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in our country, obviously. Before I start, thank you guys again for your support, your kind words, your respect to each other. Just this building this community is not, I didn't imagine this. So I really appreciate that we're all in this together. What do I want to talk about first? My mind just went blank. Okay, so California, first of all, I hope whoever lives in California, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you're okay. If you happen to lose your home or, even those who may not have had a home, I hope everyone is safe at least. Okay. It's crazy. It's shocking. And, usually, the California fires, I don't know much about them. I don't know when they start or, if this is something that's common that during this time this happens. I don't remember that, but it's definitely, when I first heard about it and I went to go see I saw stuff in my comments first, and then I went on my Instagram and I saw some things, and it felt really heavy. Obviously, it would feel heavy. Felt odd to me. I did talk to my guides about it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. But it definitely is something strange. I heard the word terror. Terror, that's what I heard. Like terrorism. And I'm not saying this to frighten anyone, but it's just the word that I, something, I think I saw that they arrested someone. It's just a lot. And I just hope people are safe. That's it, I feel as though, like I said, there's a tension. There's a tension in the air. I feel a lot of heaviness, and this is just adding to it. I'm just gathering my thoughts. There's just is a lot of change and a lot of growing pains and a lot of, in regards to the election, I feel a lot of people are, and the thing about it is this is just this is just my intuition, but I feel it, like the heaviness. People are angry and people are disillusioned and discouraged and upset. and removing themselves from being engaged in politics. And it's very sad. Honestly, it's very difficult. People are disappointed, people are confused and shocked, and you have people who are preparing themselves, and I haven't necessarily seen anyone talk. I haven't, here and there my comments, but it's just what I've been shown, like what I'm sensing in the air. And, through it all, I get it. I understand how people respond to stress, or, how they respond to shocking things, or, harmful things, or things that are just frustrating. I get it. And, there are those of us who are here in this space who has to hold the space, and, not always easy, because sometimes when people express that, it's not the most respectful. But, yeah, feelings are your feelings. Anyway, but yeah, it's a lot going on. And looking at this in our country alone, right? Looking at the election, and we know what, I know what happened. We know what happened. And we're all waiting on the edge of our seats for this thing to unfold. And and I shouldn't say waiting, because it has unfolded. It has. And we've seen we've seen hints of it, or just even from what I've been told, like, you've seen things. It's right there. It's saying, my guides, it's right there. It's happened. But what I also understand is that we aren't being shown things that has happened behind the scenes. Okay. I talked about this nearly every video, how serious this is, when I first started talking about the election, and looking at everything, and I it's just like, oh my goodness, this is, and I would emphasize that to you guys, how serious this is. And I remember saying, we're beyond a recount. It's looking at votes and all that. I saw that a long time ago. That I remember saying that in the beginning of this, the breadth of this, a conspiracy is what the conclusion I came to yesterday when I was channeling with my guides. It's a web. And when I was, and I'm not saying this to frighten you guys, but when I was channeling, I was shown things that was so shocking. Not shocking, and like just I don't know how it's whatever. When this is unveiled, we're not going to know everything, but the piece that will be unveiled, or when things start to pause, it's going to happen in a way that literally at the last minute. At the last minute, okay, and it feels, that's what I was told, that that's the shocking part about it. No one is going to expect it, and people are going to be upset, and people are going to be angry. I saw nothing like January 6th. I didn't see that. I did see something similar, though. People are fed up. People are despite people being disillusioned, you know, there's like sections of people. We have the ones who are holding this faith and hope and knowing, you know, what is the possibility of what can happen, or what will happen rather. And then you have those who have completely just, you know, they've given up. And then you have the in-betweeners, as I call them, you know, slide back and forth. But there's also what I said, that we are changing. We're changing. This is changing everyone. And what is happening is this new energy of no. We don't want this. We're tired. It's a powerful force that I also feel of resistance. Resistance done in a smart way. That's, you know, there's literally power in the people. Resistance done in a way that is, I can't even, like, it's just this old, like I've talked about, this old sort of energy is just like being pushed out. It's not welcome here. It's not welcome here in this new space that's being created for us overall. It's really not. I could feel it in my heart, and not just because it's what I believe, but I just like, when I look at people who are still trying to be in this old energy, I'm just like, you're still doing this? This doesn't fit. People have moved on. The majority has moved on, and they just want to be okay, and they just want their families to be okay, and people just want to be together. That's kind of what I sense. Okay. And so, oh man. I see people reacting to things, saying no, you know, and a great example is, well, I saw, you know, Hulk Hogan, for example. This is a great example, actually. He, you know, he's a famous wrestler. He's a Hall of Famer. He's, you know, Hulk Hogan. And we know who Hulk Hogan is as a person as well. But also, he, I guess, made a cameo on the show, a big wrestling show, right? And so they booed him. The whole crowd, the entire crowd. Of course, it was Los Angeles, but you know, I from what I understand, you know, they don't do that. They don't do that with people of his status in that business. You know, fans don't do that, and the fact that they did, that is an example of like this no, that people are just saying no more. We don't want this. We know who you are as a person, what you've done, what you've said, and so they booed him out the building. And it was shocking to everyone, even myself. I saw it on YouTube. And so that is just my point, is that people don't want this kind of energy. It's, you know, change and transition happens whether you like it or not. And so it happens, and that's what's happening. That's what I keep being told. We are moving fast, and it seems like sometimes it's slow, but we're moving very quickly into something that is veiling a new space for us, a new world for us. And it's painful. It's not easy, because you have so many, you know, as a collective, we're also individuals, and there's so much different kind of energies pushing in at the same time, and it's painful. Growing pains, you know. But you know, it's going to be shocking, and it's going to be chaos, and people will be angry, and there'll be skirmishes, you know, not long. It's not, and not anything like January 6th, but it made me like, like a little anxious, but it's, you know, I was told that that's temporary. It's not going to be something that's long. And I was also shown really great things. You know, I was shown Kamala being inaugurated, and I saw myself there. It did, you know, so I saw, you hear the bells as I said that. I saw really great things too, but the path leading to it is rough. It's a rough path. But I did do some channeling yesterday and today, and I want to share one thing. Well, a few things, a few messages, but I had asked, I said, how do we as a collective prepare for this? And I was told, you pray, live your lives, stay safe, hold tight to each other, and then I heard brace for impact. And then I asked, how will we be as a nation when all is said and done? They said, healed, better, smarter, stronger. It will be hard and a long time coming. Okay. So I just wanted to get on here and just chat with you guys. And I wanted to share some messages. I pulled some cards. I pulled some cards and some messages from my guides that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so channel messages. I asked, all right, so I said, you know, why are we all going through this? Okay, and the answer I heard was, as a, hold on, let me just make sure. Oh yeah, this one goes first. Hold on, bear with me, guys. Okay, they said, as a collective, we have to learn what is truly important, to learn to grow stronger, to heal what needs to be healed. As individuals, we all have different what? I'm sorry. As individuals, we all have different. Did I not write the rest of the message? Hold on. Bear with me. We all have to learn what is truly important, to learn to grow stronger, to heal what needs to be healed. As individuals, we all have different ways we need to heal. By going within, we all have different ways we need to heal. By going within and looking at how we reflect ourselves to the universe. Okay. So that's why we're going through this. It is the year of the snake. Okay. A year of healing, a year of change, shedding old skin. It's painful. Okay. I when I was pulling cards yesterday, I keep I like to play video games, and I noticed lately that my guides have been leading me to things um, as lessons, or old movies or old shows I used to watch. I've been, being pushed to look at them again and hear messages. And I was playing a video game, and it was talking about butterflies and, transformation and change. And I was pulling cards last night before bed, and it was one of the cards I pulled was about butterflies. Um, so that's what's happening, 'cause there are growing pains. There's a thing about change. It can be painful, and you could resist it, and it makes it even more painful. You don't ever want to resist because it causes suffering. So you have to surrender. And I will tell you that surrendering doesn't look like giving up. It doesn't mean I give up. That's just not what it is. Surrendering means this is hard. Recognizing that and accepting that it's hard. Okay. Sometimes I see comments from people who tell me to stop doing this, or I'm giving quote unquote false hopes, or if I respond in a way where I'm calling out that behavior, yes, this is a safe space, and I try to always go with kindness first, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to respond to call you out. But it's always a safe space. But we're all my style is I'm nurturing. I am gentle. I can be kind. But I could be firm. And I always recognize strength in people. We are so strong, even through our circumstances when we don't feel strong. So when I see something that is disparaging about my work or anyone's work, where people are just simply trying to hold the space of hope, and we're because we know. And so when I see comments like that, it's very you're not surrendering. You're not sure, you respond the way you want to respond. It's free will. Just like we respond the way we want to respond. So you don't have the space to try to take that space from other people. We respond how we respond, and you respond how you respond. Okay, but I encourage people to look within yourself, and this is the perfect time to really surrender to the thing you may have been pushing off, or this idea that you have that you are too afraid to pursue, or we can't fall into fear and anxiety, even though we do feel fear and anxiety. Danger is real, but fear sort of shuts us from what is real, if that makes sense. I'm just talking, guys. I'm letting the words flow. But you have to work on what surrendering or what going within looks like for you. We have to move forward and let things unfold the way they're supposed to. That's the hardest part. But in the meantime, while we surrender and let things unfold, do what you love, do what you enjoy. Take care of yourselves. Live your lives. Make sure that you have things, you have your responsibilities settled, and we have to don't fall into an obsession, even watching me or other videos, or Even going, if you're still watching the news, if you're constantly refreshing things to get updates, and stop doing those things. Okay. Play a game, do a puzzle, read a book, escape into something. You're not ignoring your problems, but this is all part of coping with the discomfort that we all feel. And also honor your feelings. Okay. So I pulled some cards, and I want to share some messages with you guys. Okay. So I'll do the guardian angel card first. Okay. So the first message here is trust. Interesting. This card fell out as I was shuffling right before I pressed record. Trust. So I'll read it to you guys. It says, oh, okay. This is crazy. When I saw the first sentence. Okay. Trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only. This is crazy. This is literally what I just was saying. Okay, I'm sorry. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. Okay, that's literally what I just said. So that's your first message. All right, so I pulled a card from the Star Codes Astro Oracle. This is what it looks like. This is just a book. This isn't a promotion, okay? A message for you guys. So the card that I pulled, let me just get set up real quick. Card that I pulled is Uranus, and it says change, okay? That's what it looks like. All right, so I'll read the description. It says Uranus is like a cosmic clutch. Does that say clutch? Yes, clutch. It takes us out of one gear, and after some listen. I did not read this description. I'm getting it, and I'm reading as I'm saying the words. It's literally what I've been talking about. Okay, wow. After some chaos shifts us into a new one. Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius and takes 84 years to round the zodiac. Uranus was the first planet to be discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system, and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies difference and eccentricity as it rotates in the opposite direction of most other planets and at approximate right angle to them, with one pole pointing toward the sun. The action. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready. You're ready? Listen, guys. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach or a new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of diverse seeds, water them all, see what grows robustly, and weed the rest later. Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of Uranian restlessness. To rather than just flailing about. Hold on, let me just turn the lights. Look for the root cause and ask what change would actually solve the problem. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, Assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Chaos can be an important catalyst. An unnerving moment caught in between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform. Listen, this is crazy. Propels you. I literally pulled these cards before I was getting ready to record, and I just stuck the cards in the book without reading what the description is. So I'm discovering this as you guys are. Where was I? I'm just going to read over. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Chaos can be an important catalyst. An unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform. Become your most authentic, eccentric self. You are just what is needed. Uranus also encourages technical upgrades and a cutting-edge approach, whether that means acquiring new equipment or new skills. The challenge. Uranus electrifies. It may feel like your finger is stuck in an electrical socket. You are anxious to change, but you can spin your wheels until you shift into the new gear. This is literally what we're experiencing. This hardship, this growing pains, and we feel like we're in limbo. The uncertainty, the underlying feeling of chaos about to, something's about to snap. That's where we are as a collective. The gift. Prepare for an evolutionary leap. Shocking circumstances can force you to engage gifts you didn't know you had and help you transform. You are not those external attributes and transformation. You are not those external attributes and transformation. You will not dissolve. A caterpillar. Listen, this is. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. A caterpillar is still internally the same creature once it becomes a butterfly. Guys, that's your first message. When I tell you the universe be talking, and I mentioned butterflies, I had no idea. I had no idea that it was another mention of a butterfly. We are aligned. That is the message, okay? That is what's happening. We're going through a change. Whew. All right, so the next cards, I pulled 2 cards from this deck because it told me to. It's called 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐴. These are manifestation cards, okay? It used the different phases of the moon to give us messages. This is one of my favorite decks. Okay, this is not a promotion. All right, so let's see. The first message that fell out is the new. Hold on, I can't see. The new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. The new moon in Capricorn. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's read the message. Let me set up this light. Step up and lead. That last card was nuts. Oh my goodness. Whoo. All right. The good news is that you know what you want, and on some level, you know how to get it. Step up and know that you're the boss of your own life. A new, more disciplined approach. This is literally what the last card said. A new, more disciplined approach is needed, or a new plan. Strategy is called for. A new plan or strategy is called for. This card reminds you that ambition isn't a dirty word. Whatever you want to create in your life, there's no such thing as too big a goal. Break your plans into smaller, achievable pieces. Slow and steady wins the race. Release any blocks to success. The manifesting focus. This card is especially good for matters related to your professional life goals and ambitions, or a work colleague. Manifesting mindset. Think about where you want to be in a year. Consciously visualize it. Write a 12-month plan detailing how you're going to get there. Manifesting tips for releasing blocks. Call Archangel Michael, the protector, and the Archangel Azrael, who helps us to process grief. Call in the strong energies of Saturn, which guides the sign of Capricorn. Breathe gently. Ask Archangel Azrael for help with releasing grief or past upset that's standing in the way of your success. Ask Michael to guide you. Ask Saturn for strength. The manifestation affirmation. The harder I work, the luckier I get. When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Capricorn on a Saturday, Saturn's day. The new moon in Capricorn takes place when the sun and the moon are in the same degree as Capricorn. It knows that often we come with a plan or leave in defeat. Okay? So that's the first message about change, like I just was talking about, going after what you want. This is the best time to do so, to start planning. Okay. The next card, the last card I pulled for this deck, it says last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Clear your mind. Okay, so the message. Fretting is such a sweet sounding word for feeling anxious. Drawing this card suggests that you or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you to move closer to your goals, as it means you're directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want. This is literally what I was talking about. This is crazy. The universe always talks. Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good. So focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk them through to clear your minds. This is far more likely to bring good results. Manifesting mix. While racing thoughts can be problematic, getting stuck in repetitive thought patterns isn't any good either. Find a balance. Find a balance here. Manifesting mindset. Getting into a negative rut messes badly with your manifesting ability. Turn that frown upside down. It's hard. I recognize that, but it's possible. Manifesting magic. These crystals work especially well for the sign of Gemini. Blue calcite, clear quartz. I love clear quartz. Blue lace, agate, garnet, amethyst, and hematite. Choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a radiant yellow light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close. Keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. I had ordered crystal grid cards that I'll be using with you guys too, so you'll know what that is in the near future. Your manifestation affirmation. Loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Gemini on a Wednesday, Mercury's day, or during Mercury's hour. The last quarter moon in Gemini takes place when the sun is in Virgo and the moon is in Gemini. It knows that worry never solves anything. That is the truth. Okay, so those are your 2 messages from the Mooncology deck. And the last message, I bought a new deck recently. It's called Christ Consciousness. And it takes the lessons and the knowledge and the wisdom that Jesus gave to others, and it made an oracle deck out of it. Like I talked about before, you know, I always had a very close relationship with Jesus Christ. I always would pray to him when I was younger, you know, really young, really not knowing what I'm doing, but just sort of talking to him. I always just felt, as a person, I always, you know, felt close to him. And he's just so, as an individual, he's like the first social worker to me, you know? He just was just he was just cool. He cared. He was just calm, no matter what was going on, non-judgmental, helped others, spread the word, you know. Okay, so the card I pulled is Unity. Hold on. This is a big book. Oh, let me show you what it looks like. It comes in a giant box and 2 decks, but this is what it looks like. It comes with a really big guidebook. Christ Consciousness is called. It's not a promotion. Okay? All right. So the message, the name of the card is called Unity. Coexist in tolerance. This is what the card looks like. It's the planet Earth with a golden hue around it. Okay. All right. Let me get set up here. Okay, Christ Consciousness. Okay, it's just this one long page. All right. Okay, so it says we all say we seek a united, peaceful world, and yet the truth is that to achieve that goal, we must start with ourselves to hold peace and unity within. Listen. Within and in our everyday life. If we are not able to do this, we will be scattered. Since every part of everything is reflected via trying to put on a brave face. Wait, reflected. Hold on. I lost my space. If we are not able to do this, we will be scattered. Since every part of everything is reflected within us. So today, feel into where you are feeling an absence of unity. It may manifest via trying to put on a brave face, or it could be an unexpressed emotion, interest, or desire. Something you truly wish to do. I literally just said that. This is insane. Every time it just sort of affirms what I feel inside, and as I speak, it comes out in these cards, affirming what I said before I pull cards. Crazy. Okay. So today, hold on, I lost my... something you truly wish to be or to do, but aren't able to freely express or show, yet. Very often we can present the face others wish to see, and always how we truly are. I'm just messing up. Not always how we truly are deep down. What once may have worked may no longer fit. And within the relationships, putting on a front for others can hide pain also. Within a family group, there may be arguments, misunderstandings, or disagreements, or how to handle or deal with an issue. There may be aggravation caused by neighbors, business colleagues, new family members, or a new person who alter the status quo. Anything that encroaches on our energy and disturbs our inner balance is relevant, since when we are in harmony, we feel at peace and can maintain. Hold on, did I say that right? Is relevant since we are in harmony. We feel at peace and can maintain an inner order. A misconception is that unity means we must agree on everything, whereas living in unity is about being tolerant, being able to coexist, and being open to listen and for the same courtesy to be extended back to you. I just said that. Whatever needs healing now, see it as an opportunity to bring parts of yourself together or others together. It may not be an easy or straightforward path, but working from the heart and for the right reasons for all concerned will be a rewarding one. For yourself, it may be about balancing mind, body, and soul. You might have been concentrating on spiritual matters at the expense of your own physical body and neglected some aspect of self-care. Or it could be that the physical world is too dominant. Obsessions with body image, fitness, and aging at the expense of inner spiritual work. With those around you, you may be asked to be a peacekeeper or a peacemaker and be the bridge, for example, the one to start discussions, organize an outing or meet up, extend the olive branch, and draw a line in the sand to create a fresh start. There's work for all of us to do. Hold on, the light is... There is work for all of us to do in quelling the inner wars we have within, which left unhealed contribute to our outer wars in our world too. We may be at war with our parents, an ex-partner, or a cause or political position that we rail against. This is talking. Let me get the light over here. This is saying a word. We may also hold prejudices and unhelpful past dogma that distorts how we look at the world and others. Starting to truly see each person you meet as a soul brother or sister radically changes our interactions. Last, we need to Last, we need to make peace with Mother Earth to appreciate all that she gives us, all that she gives to live in harmony with her. Plant trees, clear her rivers, look after our part of the land, and share what we have, working toward seeing everything as a part of a greater whole with the interconnectivity of all life, leaving this world a better place for the next generation to come. Listen, that was a mouthful, but it's basically what I've been saying, what I have been talking about. How we do need to coexist, even those that we really have a hard time agreeing with, and they need to the opposition, quote unquote, who are trying to stop people just from existing in this world. They have their own lessons that they're learning as well on the flip side. But I think overall, as a collective, we really need, this is a perfect time to really look within and look at your life and look at what you want to see different. That's what you have control over, not the outcome of this situation. It will happen the way it's supposed to, but you have to focus on yourself. And yes, I recognize that there are so many vulnerable people who are worried, and who are fearful of what could happen. I understand that. I recognize that. I'm in it. I speak to people every day about this, my clients. And I tell them the same thing. Take care of yourself, nourish your life and go after let's focus on what you want to change. Let's focus on these emotional blocks you feel, or this detachment, okay, or these attachment issues, or the depression, or let's focus on making things better for yourself. And that is the number one message I always get, and that is why I have been saying that. Okay, so through this whole, I think we respond this way because we were really like, oh yes, there's a feeling of complacency that will come back. And so now here, this moment, I think, is lighting a fire. It's saying you have to move forward with your life. You have to deal with the anxiety. You have to deal with depression. You have to deal with the worry and the fear of failure and whatever blockage you are struggling with. The conflicts in relationships, and the conflict in your family and trauma and all those things. It's being forced to be looked at and dealt with. You're transforming and we are transitioning, and it's painful, more painful for others, less painful for some, but it's hard. It's a hardship. Okay. And a lot of people, I see things sometimes, going back to the election stuff real quick, I see things and, people are like, well, this is supposed to happen. This is the law. But let me tell y'all, one thing I keep forgetting to say, I think I have said it, this is a different situation. This is unique. So those things may go out the window. Like I said, how you think it's supposed to go or how you've been viewing is not what it is. I think something is going to be revealed in a way that you're like, what? What? So release expectations, okay? Release the expectations there. But my ultimate message here is please take care of yourself. If you have to rewind and go back to these messages, then please do. If you have to keep watching these messages, please do. There's more to come. But that's all I got. I will be uploading my post-election reading tomorrow. I saw a message before I got on here about NATO making announcements or having a live or something like that. I'll do a reading. I'll check on Mark Rutte. You guys know how I feel about him, so it's no hardship. Okay, guys. So I will see you tomorrow, Saturday. So yes, I will see you tomorrow. I'll talk about the week ahead. I will do the reading about the NATO stuff and, just the regular old channel messages. Same old, but I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye. Take care.